Hello everybody, my name is Zalrock Chaos. I have decided to get a better, as you can see, light, so that my face is all bright and shut. I am easily visible, and of course for some stupid reason, my camera view has decided to go pure dumb again, so I am going to change it. Probably want to move that. I think that's better. And we'll get into it. Yes, it's even decently well on the main screen here. And I even changed my what's the thing called? Wallpaper, yes. Hope you enjoy that, as I'm currently going through things. Alright. Let's get Kingdom Come Deliverance going. And we will get it on. There we go. Hooray for being able to skip the annoying what was it? Intro? Yes. The little intro cinematic. Even though I could show it, yeah, I could do it at least in one episode of the Kingdom of Come stream. Right, we will continue where we left off. I actually kind of hate games that have F as a use button. It's like, it's not intuitive. Moving to the side like that, it's more intuitive to move up your key from the D to the E instead of going to the F, if you know what I mean. Ow. First world problems. Alright. Could do that quest. Don't want to. I want to loot more things. At least more herbs. Maybe. Kind of. Slightly. Must loot all the herbs. In fact, I found a lot of mints during this time, so pretty good, I'd say. Don't tell me those aren't any kind of herbs. Come on. They look like herbs. Come on, the game would have more than that to pick. Probably shouldn't go over encumbered on things. Yeah. So many St. John's work. Just gonna... Actually, I do kind of want to get out of here early. Because all this Valyrian isn't all that useful anyway. Only the marigold is actually worth it. In fact, I think marigold in itself is like a rare herb in the entire game, so... Get to the quest, at least to this part of the quest. I have some little candies here.
You can't be serious, Deutsch. Insulting our king.
What insult? I say only the truth. Sigismund has done only what he had to.
He had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade with his army of Tatars and besiege Kuttenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go to their deeds even.
German counts. Traitors.
Now even the Pope
God be with you,
is
Henry.
opposed to your king.
I'm with you, Matthew.
So are such lords
What's going on here?
Rosenberg,
Deutsch is spouting shit.
Dukes
What?
Albrecht, and
Just
Wilhelm
listen and you'll hear for
are
yourself.
Someone has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I care about the Austrians? And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
No, it's true, though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side. To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal. Sir Ratzik is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your deed will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst had to sell Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with Sigismund
And don't forget about Kuttenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their heads.
Yes, but
Goodman Deutsch, this is pointless. Let us talk of more pleasant things.
My lords, exactly.
Deutsch has gone too far. Wenceslas is our rightful king.
Deutsch is an idiot. But what can you do? I might have an idea. Deutsch deserves to be taught a lesson. Doesn't he, Fritz?
You're too right, Matthew. Should give him a proper hiding.
Are you mad? Do you want to end up in the pillory? Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea. Deutsch was talking such shit, it made me think of that huge parliament. You know, the one right next to his freshly whitewashed house. You think we should redecorate for him? Count me in.
Well, I'd rather torch it, to be honest. But throwing some turds will do.
What do you say, Henry?
But I was going to get ale for father and a few other things. We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
Come on. Throwing a few handfuls of manure is not going to take all day.
And it's our duty to defend the honor of our king. So, Hal, are you with us?
Why is Hal short for Henry? Oh no, I don't get the option. No.
Oh well. Father.
My words exactly.
I knew you wouldn't miss out on all the fun. Let's go.
Load game. Something go wrong in this game? Going to get water. Don't mind me, I'm just going to open your door. Seriously, I didn't get that voice option? Oh well. Well, I guess because I already got the money, I didn't need that option. Oh well, I'll just skip this. I'll do it.
Oh well. Father can wait a while.
My words exactly.
I knew you wouldn't miss out on all the fun. Let's go.
Alright.
So are we doing this or not?
Wait. We have to check that the coast is clear.
Why? The Deutsch is in the tavern.
But maybe you noticed after all these years that he has a wife and a son.
And that's a problem?
Aye, it is. Henry, you go and lure her away somehow.
Why me?
Because you're the clever one.
Yeah.
Seriously? Okay then.
What do you want, lad?
I just went by the tavern and your husband was in there talking nonsense. I thought someone should take him home before he gets himself in trouble.
What sort of nonsense?
Well, he kept saying that Sigismund was right and King Wenceslas is a drunkard, that sort of thing. Some people took exception, so I thought...
God almighty, the fool. Next thing he'll start on about the popes.
He might have mentioned the popes too.
Thank you for telling me. I just hope I can catch him before he gets into another fight.
Yes. Seriously? Jen.
What are you waiting for, soldier? Fire the trebuchet! For king and country!
For king and country, my ass. This is all good, clean, fun.
Nearly as good as having that traitor in the pillory. Nearly. Now that would be sweet.
That's for Sigismund!
Woohoo! Eat shit, Deutsches.
You bastards! What the fuck do you think you're doing?
Hey, Hans, can't you see? We're decorating your house for you.
It's like your old man was saying in the tavern about that traitor Sigismund. We're just doing what we have to do.
Oh, sons! I'll make those smiles off your faces!
Oh, I'd like to see you try. What are you doing here, Zbigniew? Hanging out with this poxy Deutscher? Maybe you'd like to try out the latest German fashion.
Fucker! I'll make you pay for that.
Beat up.
Insolent! Ow!
What are you doing? For God's sake! Stop right now! The catch pole is on his way!
At least I got some strength. Then again, it helps to have innate, what was it? Not strength, yeah. I think they nerfed the amount of experience you gain from running. I'll wash myself while waiting for them.
Oh, we sorted that Deutsch out.
That was pretty close, eh?
That old bastard didn't stand a chance.
True, but I'm worried that fucker Hans will snitch on us.
Well, let him. Then I'll snitch on him. And anyway, what can they do to us for throwing a bit of dung?
Good point. It's not as if anyone really likes the Deutsch.
Anyway, nice job at the Deutschers. Never a dull moment with you lot.
Well, I can just start beating up on the old drunk man. No one likes drunkards anyway.
Greetings, Henry.
Horse. Oh. I don't know where he is. And hello there, Walker. We're playing some Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Certainly. I'll fetch it right away.
God save, my lovely. You're looking well today.
You too, handsome. What brings you here?
You do.
Your beauty, of course.
Oh, noble sir. I'm as honored as any simple maid can be. And apart from my beauty, what else might your worship desire?
The Deutsch saying
The
stupid
Deutsch is
things.
mouthing off again.
Oh, don't talk to me about him. He's a good customer, but when it comes to politics, he's unbearable. The number of times I had to throw him and the others out so they wouldn't start brawling.
Well, I'd say he's in exceptional form today. I need ale for Father.
A pitcher as usual?
Aye. Bring me a cool one from the cellar.
But of course. Here you are.
Thanks.
It's on me today. You can pay me back this evening.
Out of the question. Here you go. And this evening I'll have something more for you.
I can't wait.
Thanks. You'll have something to look forward to this evening.
You too. Oh, by the way, that shifty-looking fellow was asking after you.
Vanya?
I suppose. He's a man who makes his coin robbing honest wayfarers. I'm sure of it. I'll be happy when he's gone for good. But what in heaven's name are you up to with him?
He promised to teach me how to use a sword.
What use would that be to you?
Enough. You sound just like Father. I'll be going now. See you this evening.
Hal, I've got something special for you.
Is that so? Now what would that be?
Your favorite Savior Schnapps.
Really? You're an angel.
I hope you'll thank me properly later.
You bet I will.
Savior schnapps are important for growing boys who need to save the game so they can exit. Alright then, let's get this tutorial area out of the way, finally.
About time. Have you got everything I wanted?
I have charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Well done. Right. Let's see what kind of job the master in Sasau did for us. Look at that, lad. Well, that's what I call craftsmanship.
What does the inscription mean?
Damned if I know. Doesn't look like Czech to me. Latin, maybe? Lord Radzig ordered it. Oh, this will be the finest sword I've ever made. Have you got the charcoal? Good. Then fire up the forge. We'll put it all together. By the way, someone paid me a call. I reckon you might know what it was about.
I'm not sure.
Hal,
Really?
don't lie. Jesus.
Because I'm pretty sure you and your friends threw dung at Deutsch's freshly whitewashed house. He was here with the catchpole earlier, and it was not a friendly visit. What got into you, Hal?
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king.
Need to charge my phone.
He got what he deserved.
Got what he deserved, did he? You can go and clean up the mess you made and apologise to him. I have a trade to run. The German pays well, and having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. You understand?
Yes.
Look me in the eye, Henry. Do you understand?
I understand.
Good. Then we'll never have this conversation again.
So you think it's right to let traitors speak ill of our king?
The
boy
yes.
gets caught, making a fool of himself, and he still hasn't learned his lesson. So Deutsch spouts rubbish, and what? You turn into a common thug. You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never win an argument. Remember, Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists.
The furnace is ready.
Right, we'll do the grip.
This is the most coolest thing in all of video
I'll
game
heat it
history.
up. When I take it out, you slip the grip on so it fits exactly. You know what you're doing. Do it. Good. Once more. That's it. Done. Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
Father, why did you leave Prague? Who ever heard of a master swordsmith making horseshoes in a village?
I had my reasons, Hal. And here I have your mother and you. Why would I want any other life?
Do you remember Emperor Charles?
I do. Life was good under his reign.
Better than now.
He built half of Prague and a score of castles, had a bridge made over the Moldau, and founded a university, and all without a war. He knew how to rule.
Better than Wenceslas.
Better by far. But Wenceslas doesn't have it easy. It's hard to step into the shoes of someone whose like is born only once 1,000 years.
What about Sigismund?
Do you think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund? No. Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name. How's it going? Give it here, and we'll put it all together.
It's magnificent.
Indeed it is. The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Teresa. They're ready. Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
Here are those nails you wanted.
Thanks. So, how's Bianca?
She's fine. Why do you ask?
Just wondering, will you be going to the dance this evening?
We will.
Maybe we'll see each other there. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword is truly beautiful.
Fine lass, eh? Now stop staring at her and come and see this. It's time for the trial by fire. We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Those days are gone, sir.
You haven't lost your skills, though. Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a commoner?
Let him try it.
Hello the Moogs! Welcome to the stream, hope you enjoy playing some Kingdom Come Deliverance, as you can see.
Ask your father to show you how.
How's it
He knows
going?
what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps. But who knows what the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. fine work, very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
They certainly will.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sure.
Ah, pain.
It's been an honor, Sir Isvan. Have a safe journey to Sasau.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzik. Thank you for the hospitality.
Just go in.
A long, peculiar history.
That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it like Sir Radzik said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
You talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first, I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them or beat them?
Meet. You have to keep going on about it.
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
Oh no, what could that mean, guys?
A messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened?
Maybe look that way. The Germans are, the Tartars are attacking.
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
What about you?
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You'll do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Radzik. If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
We're closing! Move it, people! Come on!
We're running
come
out of
on!
time! Oh, Henry! Thank God! Get inside quick! We have to shut the gates!
Get running, people! Come on!
Mind this for me.
Are you mad? You can't go back! Ah.
Get through the gates!
Run! No, Henry! Don't do that! Henry. This is where Henry gets PTSD and wants to murder this guy horribly.
Come on, Hal! You can still make it! Run!
Do it. Run! Run, Henry, run! Also, why is Hal short for Henry? Hooray for arrows.
Ride to Talmburg! Tell them what's coming! Warn them!
Run by the moat! There's a path down there! Jump down from the wall and flee!
And this starts the most annoying thing of this entire game, running away. But that's fine. Run. Running away, 'cause that's what you do when you're outmatched by everyone else. Yeah, I'm not gonna grab anything, I'm just going to run away. Running away, just to run away. Inventory, player. I'm already equipped with this sword.
You pigs! Don't touch me, or I'll kill you! Go to hell, you Tatar beast!
Well, I have to save Teresa, so...
Picsába, mi ez? Írjátok ki a fagy!
There we go. And we run. Saved Teresa, and we get into this cutscene. Have to run away or die. Nope. Running away. All those people running to that church.
Left. Talmburg is to the left, along the stream.
Damn it, not this way. Where the hell have I gone now?
Why don't you go this way? There we go.
Yeah. Yeah. Warn the others. They've torched Skalitz.
Running away, cause fuck this. I hate doing
Run
this
for it.
fucking quest.
Run for it!
You're running the wrong way.
Flee!
Need to keep going, or I'm going to die. I'm almost there. I'm almost at the cutscene point. There we go. I did it. Ugh.
Oh my god! Hey! Jesus Christ!
Do something! Help! Quickly, everyone! Get your asses here!
Hey! And loose!
Hadu! Husungine!
Did it.
Quickly! We're closing the gate!
This game isn't as popular as it used to be, but that's fine.
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages. Tell me, boy, who are you and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Tartars, you say? Yeah. Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours.
I don't know.
Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out.
Poor Henry. At least this is better than being a prisoner on a cart in Skyrim.
All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Thank you.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage? Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard.
Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground, but a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Talmburg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
I like Sir Rovard and Sir Divish. They're really great. Sir Divish is amazing. I like him. And sure, this entire game is based on Christendom. But you know what? I can suspend my personal beliefs for the enjoyment of the game. I don't, because I'm an atheist. I don't believe in God and crap like that. But I can suspend that to enjoy the game. Because that's what makes it enjoyable. Yay. Health is good.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
Don't you start.
I heard about
Oh well, I wouldn't mind a bite to eat, actually.
I can't understand why he'd waste his talents, but I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine reputation.
Here we go. I was going the wrong way again.
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmburg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bozhena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master?
He's not young master.
Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes. Thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Lentil soup is the best thing ever, don't you understand? Alright, let's eat it. Now we will sleep. And we will go into
You're that lad from Skalitz? What in heaven's name happened there?
and we will sleep. This is actually a very long tutorial mode.
Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better.
She's a pitiful
God
MILF.
knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world. Although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time.
Cringe.
And it can help to talk about it. If you feel like it.
Yes, talking about it helps, Henry. Don't worry. Game.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other.
Why is Henry
Father
invisible?
sent me into town on some errands. A fellow by the name of Kunnish owed money to father, who sent me to collect it from him. Only Kunnish had no intention of paying. It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved, but Kunnish still wouldn't cough up the coin. Father was too generous for his own good, letting even a scoundrel like that buy on credit.
Oh.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzig. The sword was taking shape when Sir Radzig himself came to have a look at it. He praised Father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town. A horde of soldiers was amassed. Pennants flapped in the wind, the armour glinted in the sunlight, and the horses whinnied impatiently. They were waiting for Sigismund to give the command to attack.
How awful.
And then death descended on Skalitz. Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother. She was stranded in the town, surrounded by Sigismund's butchers.
And then I saw him knocking down one human after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour, saw Father and charged at him. He cut down my father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother. And he murdered her in cold blood.
You poor boy. May the Lord have mercy on their souls.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself.
Story time with
Henry. The
Henry.
battlements called down to me to flee to Talmburg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I needed a horse to get to the safety of Talmburg and to warn you all.
And with all that was happening, you thought of others like a good Christian.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
I'm glad that just stabbing a guy means I succeeded.
It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
Poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding.
But God
those who
hates
are
Satan.
corrupted by greed, envy, and pride.
So
You must not lose faith, whatever life brings.
there's that.
Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmburg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Harville punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmburg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that were true, lad. Would it were true.
Henry, you
But
lady
what
killer.
am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
No naughty business, no dark. This is the tutorial, you know. There is no naughty business. Of course, I think she is one of the women you can seduce, like Geralt can seduce multiple women with no consequences within Witcher 3, so, and 1 and 2. And welcome to the stream, Dark.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Alright, finally get to do something after all these tutorials. Grab the torch, because torch is important. Equip torch. Probably put on shoes too. So Henry isn't walking around barefoot.
You might be right. I'm sure Sigismund ain't no fool.
Listen up. It is Sigismund and his army. Prepare for the worst. But don't be daunted by their numbers. Heed my command, and all will end well.
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmburg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Jivish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And Sir Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will.
Good luck to you.
Next cutscene.
Halt! Who goes there? Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robber?
Sir Ansig, what a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir, he is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzik, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmburg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
Well, what will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense. And enough room
Hello,
for all of these
WT
people.
Gamer 18. Welcome to the stream.
If
Hope you
Sigismund
enjoy.
should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
Sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him.
Why, thank you, WT Gamer. Well, I'm just gonna call you WT because saying WT Gamer
Not to worry, friend.
sounds, well, long.
Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover.
So, yeah,
I'll lock
or
him up here as if
WTG.
he were
Let's call you
hobbled and
WTG.
balding.
Hello there. Welcome to the stream,
I
or the
see
table.
you've grown a thick
Thank you very
skin
much
since
for
your
being
tribulation,
here.
sir. But
Hope you
thank
enjoy the stream.
We'll meet again
Playing Kingdom
when
Come Deliverance, as you
circumstances are
can
more
see.
favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give
Oh,
my
that's
regards
good.
to Sir Hanish.
Well,
I will.
welcome to the
And
table,
good luck to you and your
WTG.
people
Hope you
too.
enjoy the stream.
These are dark times. Move out! Anywhere, people! Move out! It's only a short way to Rattay now.
And it's nice that you're here. If you have any questions, please ask them. I'm fine with answering them.
Man,
Taco. Maybe
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch of the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request to answer yes to.
Of course I'll help. I'll have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid. And don't worry, I'll tell the men to relieve you later. Farewell.
All right. No, actually. This isn't the first time I'm playing this game. I actually played this a lot on my own before. In fact, I can show you all the little secrets I know. I know about the secret resistance perk, which is basically super useful when you're playing this game. Flower power, which is literally an amazing thing if you want to be a charisma-based character. Leg Day is amazing early game, even though you have to get it at level 10. I know about, what was it? It was maintenance? No. Reading? I think it was reading. No, it was alchemy. I know that routine and routine 2 are literally the best perks in the entire game. Basically, routine 2 giving you 3 potions out of 1 set of ingredients, which is amazing in this game. And Salted and Smoked actually helps and stacks with another perk from the hunting skill. Unless you want to do a poison character, but even though you could just sneak into a camp as long as no one is able to hear you. No, this is mostly vanilla. This is mostly vanilla. Very much only vanilla. And besides, with how constantly or lack of updates for a lot of mods like that, I personally don't like them. So, yeah. This game is vanilla. There's no... I still have to use schnapps.
Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh?
Ooh.
I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
I'll unequip the torch. I could understand. I can understand modding out the requirement to shave your schnapps, but at the same time I don't want to do that because I want to play vanilla. So if that means being inconvenienced by having to shave your schnapps myself or buy it from merchants, then that's fine. Even though I know that making shave your schnapps later in the game is like the best method to make money. So
Let's go! Move it! Quick! Go!
my leg is itchy.
Jesus! We're gonna hit them like Skalitz.
That's a lot.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. We may be in for a surprise, though. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmburg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Skalitz and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markvart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmburg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, the Radzik Kobila, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzik of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzik is not at Talmburg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that the Radzik Kobila is not at Talmburg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzik Kobila is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there's little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
I like Sir Divish. He is well spoken. Seriously, though. Seriously. He is just a master with words. A master of words, even.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
Characters are well made, but my only thing about them is that they all seem too quick to do things that normal humans would be. Well, they are. Well, outside of cutscenes, they are AI, so. Developers make cheating AI. Which is why players like exploiting AI that suck. Talk to Sir Robart, get a horse. Seriously though, what player perk did I get in speech? High of Armor and Lowborn is... I always thought AI should maybe take a thing to give that more human feeling. That's true, but they are voiced by voice actors who want to act professional. At the same time, it would be way more human if they took pauses in their speech and such. But at the same time, professional voice actors. So, none of these are even worth it until I get to level 8, so... mostly speak about immersion. Well, I don't really take immersion all that seriously. Even though I do like immersion, don't get me wrong. Your preferences are just not mine. That's the thing. Oh, but I... probably save these because Klingenschmatcher is literally a better perk, or even Mule. Because Mule. 15 more pounds. Mule. Great perk.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Why did Sigismund burn down Skalitz and then come here too?
That's war for you, lad. Certain lords have resolved to take things into their own hands and eliminate anyone who doesn't share their view. Unfortunately, Sir Radzig is one of those. And what's more, he was sitting on a pile of silver that could help King Wenceslas's allies.
What happened in Kuttenberg?
Gutenberg, well, I'm just a simple soldier, but the good Lord gave me ears, and I've heard some things from Sir Divish and from those who fled from Sigismund's pillaging.
Were there many?
Indeed, but it was the Kuttenberg mercenaries who came to see me, because I knew them from before.
I see.
Listen, lad, these are all games of the high aristocracy. In Prague, a cabal of nobles rebelled against King Wenceslas, wealthy aristocrats who took against our king for reasons of their own. There's no doubt Sigismund had his fingers in the whole affair. Him and Wenceslas's cousin, Jobst. And that cabal helped him abduct the king.
So then why did Sigismund attack Kuttenberg?
Why do you think?
Everything's for the loot.
So he could loot it?
Correct. King Charles, may God grant him eternal glory, built Prague into a proper royal city, while King Wenceslas took a liking to Kuttenberg. After Prague, it's the most important city in Bohemia, in the entire Holy Roman Empire. He who commands the Kuttenberg silver is king.
So Kuttenberg sided with Wenceslas because he favoured it?
Now you're starting to understand. When Sigismund imprisoned Wenceslas and took control of Prague, the people of Kuttenberg began to raise an army against him. So with the attack on Kuttenberg, Sigismund killed two birds with one stone. He defeated Wenceslas's most powerful allies before they could stand against him, and also gained immense wealth.
What do you know about the
Where
humans?
did these humans come from anyway?
I don't know much about them, only what the Chamberlain said, that they came to Hungary from the east and settled there. They're godless barbarians and merciless fighters. The nobles used to say the Hungarian king shouldn't enlist them, because they dishonor our rules of warfare. But when there's power and money to be had, it seems that honor isn't worth my spit. And believe me, it's always about power and money.
So Robard, I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
There's actually 0 point in doing this, but I'll try the charisma.
My parents died there, and I won't leave them to be ravaged by dogs. I have to bury them.
Good God, boy. Do you want to throw your life away for those who can never get theirs back? Do you think that's what they'd want? Forget it. God be with you.
Besides, it was a complete waste of time going for the higher version. Because I know what his innate is, so there's that. Hello there.
Good day to you.
Can we trade?
If you've got the coin. Farewell.
Bandages. Treasure map. You have a lockpick. I want those. Lockpicks are great. Oh, I don't even have that much money. But I can sell things. Like all the massive amounts of metal I have. And this poor quality arrow that I have too. And Kanish's axe that I don't need. There, I think that's better. Yes. Always
Let's have a
haggle.
word about the price.
Sure, why not?
I don't want to pay that.
See now, I knew we'd come to an agreement.
Alright.
Haven't you heard? He's courting some wench on the side.
And I think because I've been playing this for a bit and because cutscenes actually get annoying because they're so long, I will save for now and quit the game. And I am signing off. I hope everyone had a fun stream. I will come back again to finish off the tutorial levels, and we will play again tomorrow. So thank you all very much for watching. I hope you all have a fantastic day or evening or whatever local time you currently have. Have a good one, Dark. Have a good one, WTG. And have a good one, Walker, as well as everyone else who was watching. I'm signing out. Have a good one. Good day. And I don't know what else to say, so I'll just exit. So bye.